Hello, families. Welcome to Casita Center, an IB World School with a STEM focus. I'm Jenny Chen, and I'm the principal of Casita. As the IB World School, we share the same philosophy as the IB organization. The aim of all IB programs is to develop internationally minded people who, recognizing their common humanity and shared guardianship of the planet, help to create a better and more peaceful world. Now, the IB has 4 different programs, and it's on the IB continuum. You begin the IB journey in what we call the primary years program. Then you proceed to the middle years program, MYP, and then you may proceed to the diploma program or the career-related program. In Vista Unified, we have something super special, and we offer a plethora of schools that are on the IB continuum. Casita is part of the PYP program, which is the primary years program. And we also have a sister school, Vista Academy, who is also part of the PYP realm. We have Vista Magnet Middle School, which is the middle years program. And we have 2 diploma programs, Vista High and Rancho Buena Vista. Now, the mission of Casita is to develop a community of compassionate, responsible, lifelong learners who respect people's differences and take action to create a more peaceful world. The vision is to be the school of choice for internationally minded stewards of the future. And lastly, our values, this is how we conduct ourselves, is characterized by a collaborative community and a dedicated staff who educate the whole child in a 21st century learning environment. On the screen, you see 10 IB attributes. At Casita, we embrace the 10 attributes of an IB learner that lead to international mindedness. These core characteristics are a common language that we use throughout the grades to support students in feeling a connection to our common humanity and a sense of responsibility to act to make the world a better place. Each curriculum unit narrows in on several attributes, and these attributes are caring, balanced, principled, communicator, risk-taker, knowledgeable, open-minded, inquirer, thinker, and reflective. And students study examples of these attributes in action. This may be by reading about or seeing notable change makers of all cultures and backgrounds who have embodied these qualities, or reading examples and non-examples in literature. Students are expected to exhibit these attributes and reflect on their behavior using this language. At the end of the month, we also honor students who have demonstrated the focus attributes at our Cougar celebration. This year, we have done this virtually. The philosophy of IB is to help our students understand the world around them through the program of inquiry, which is what you see here on our planning wall. As an IB school, we create our own curriculum based on 6 themes that connect the specific subject areas. We develop these units in our grade level teams in weekly collaborations led by Mrs. Weiser. We study the standards and practices of the IB program, reflect on our teaching practices, and revise our unit plans. We look for evidence in our units that students are learning through the concepts that transcend different cultures and time. We check to be sure students are asking the questions that drive the learning, and we do our best to be sure that kids are learning in a way that is connected to the real world. In an effort to keep learning relevant this year, our staff made a team decision to start our year off with a transdisciplinary theme, where we are in place and time. How relevant! Every grade level created a unit that addressed the pandemic at their developmental level. Primary grades focus on healthy lifestyle choices, responsible citizenship, and the science behind the health and safety measures that we need to adhere to. Our upper grades focus on those issues as well, but dove deeper into the science, examined equity issues, and compared how other countries around the world are handling the COVID-19 crisis. At Casita, we think that school should be a place that students are excited to attend. Kids are natural scientists, and we aim to nurture their curiosities. We create learning opportunities based on the science-based inquiry framework called the 5 E's. Students are engaged through the provocation or phenomenon. We provide opportunities for kids to explore through hands-on or active experiences. We ask kids to explain their understandings as they experience them, and then teachers provide explanations or added information as needed. We extend their learning by asking them to apply the concept to a novel situation, and then students and teachers evaluate the learning that has taken place. The concepts that help explain the science phenomena can also help explain learning in other disciplines like math and social studies. So students end up understanding how concepts can be used to process multiple issues, problems, or events. This approach to teaching allows students to build on them and get hands-on and pursue learning that is intriguing to them. Here we have students exploring the idea of slow and fast changes on the top left hand of your corner of your screen, and using the concept of cause and effect through stream tables. Students on the bottom left over here are investigating the properties of matter and the reactions, and using the concept of function or ways of behaving. And the elephant toothpaste, the largest photo in the screen, is the elephant toothpaste as a provocation that leads into the inquiry into physical and chemical changes. The goal of IB, and as IB learners, we hope that through their inquiry, students are inspired to take actions, big or small, to make a positive difference in our world. Our program helps students to recognize and understand their potential agency in each category of action. The goal is for the impetus for action to develop organically based on what our students are passionate about. We study adult and kid change makers who have made a positive difference around the world, making sure that we offer examples of people from all different cultures and backgrounds. Often we celebrate the small steps students make to change the world, like sharing new knowledge with family through advocacy, or continuing their investigations at home, like participation, or teaching a younger student how to do something. Here is some evidence of our Casita kindergartens in the past taking action through advocacy, lifting up members of our community. Students wrote and delivered letters of support and appreciation to our workers in our area while studying how communities thrive when everyone works together. We want our students to be taking action in different settings at home, at school, and even in our lab settings. Casita has several labs that you see on your screen. We have a math lab where our students take their mathematical thinking and extend it in challenges, activities, and other experiences. We also have a STEM lab where our students engage in engineering and computer science learning experiences, design challenges that offer collaboration, creativity, and curiosity. We also have a language lab where our students engage in language acquisition through Spanish and also study different cultures. We also have an environmental science lab, and it houses a few spaces, such as our kitchen lab. So you'll see a farm to fork program. And obviously this year with the pandemic, that is not in place, but we expect to have that come back as soon as we resume what we have a typical year. We also have 2 gardens, a pollinator garden and a botanical garden. And we also have a 2-acre schoolyard habitat at the back of our school. In our Spanish lab, you'll see students engaged in the language acquisition, as well as learning about different cultures and how to communicate with Spanish. In STEM lab, you'll see our students engaged in robotics, design challenges to have them become more of a thinker and also collaborate with others so that they can gain perspective through the ideation process. In the environmental science lab, you'll see our students become bird watchers, collect water samples to test, and also garden so that they can eventually take that and move it into the culinary arts, which is our kitchen lab. Students are taking produce that they've harvested from our garden as well as supplements. And they're learning how to cook and collaborate and plate some of these dishes. Our fourth grade students also engage in News Crew, which is a broadcast journalism program. And our students come together as a group and collaborate, produce, and broadcast weekly to our learning community. During Math Lab, you will see our students engage in different games, so they learn how to apply their mathematical thinking in new, novel challenges. We also focus on our students' well-being. So we have a counseling program where we focus on character education, communication skills, conflict resolution, bullying awareness and prevention, support groups, mediation, and how to think about ourselves and our strengths and how might that play a role in our learning. Lastly, we have exhibition. The culminating project of our IB-PYP program is called Exhibition. It is a chance for students to showcase their understanding of an issue that is important to them by applying everything they've learned as an IB learner. As the graphic shows, fifth graders tap into an interest or passion that they have. They generate questions based on our 7 key concepts. Then they plan and conduct investigations to explore the issue. During this process, the students are setting goals for themselves, yet collaborating with peers to get feedback and prompt ideas. This is a chance for them to show their independence or agency in the learning process. Part of exhibition is taking action to help solve their issue or problem. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals are the way that we introduce our students to global issues. Casita fifth graders learn about problems such as climate change, water quality and distribution, and inequities in education, and are encouraged to think about how those problems present themselves in our local community. It is an eye-opening experience for our students when they make the connection that these global issues have a personal significance to them. One part of this project that our students are particularly proud of is reaching out to experts in the field and conducting interviews to gain insight and perspective. Casita kids have made connections to some impressive sources, such as university professors, engineers in our planning departments, marine biologists at Scripps, and scientists at NASA. We are always so impressed by the questions our students ask and their willingness of our greater community to spend time sharing the insight. Students come away feeling a sense of importance and love sharing their new knowledge with our community. Exhibition night is always a rewarding way for our students to finish up their education at Casita. We hope you enjoy our Casita experience and consider us to be a part of your learning journey. Have a great day.